What if I told you that the secret to peace, resilience, and true confidence was discovered over 2,000 years ago, and yet most people today walk right past it every single day? Not in a temple, not in a self-help book, but inside your own mind. The wisdom of the Stoics isn't flashy. It doesn't promise shortcuts or magic tricks. But what it offers, if you're willing to really understand it, is a path to becoming truly unshakable. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending nothing affects you. It's about training your mind to respond to the world instead of reacting to it. It's about clarity when life is messy, purpose when things feel pointless, and action when fear tells you to freeze. Take a moment and imagine waking up tomorrow with total clarity. No anxiety about the future, no regret from yesterday. You move through your day with strength and calm, even when things go wrong. That's what Stoicism offers. Not perfection, but power. The Stoics believe that there are two kinds of events: the things we control and the things we don't. That's it. If you can master that idea, really live it, not just nod at it, everything changes. When Marcus Aurelius, emperor of Rome, wrote to himself, he didn't write to brag. He wrote to remind himself not to be consumed by power, by anger, or by fear. He said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. In a world constantly trying to shake you, notifications, opinions, pressure, pain, the Stoics give you something solid, a foundation you can build on every day. Now let's talk about the virtues they lived by. These weren't just ideas, they were tools for action. Wisdom, courage, justice, temperance, 4 pillars that stood firm when the world around them crumbled. Wisdom means seeing the world clearly, knowing what matters and what doesn't, being able to pause before reacting, to say, is this in my control? If yes, act with purpose. If no, let it go. Courage isn't just about running into danger. It's speaking the truth when it's easier to stay silent. It's facing your own weakness without flinching. It's showing up day after day, even when you're tired, afraid, or uncertain. Justice means doing what's right, not what's easy. In a world full of shortcuts and selfishness, the Stoic asks, what would a good person do? Not for credit, not for applause, but because it's the only path worth walking. Temperance is balance, discipline, knowing when enough is enough. It's the ability to enjoy life without being consumed by it, to celebrate success, but not be ruled by desire, to experience pleasure, but not be controlled by it. When you live by these principles, you become something rare in today's world: stable, clear-headed, free. But Stoicism isn't theory, it's practice. That's why Epictetus, a former slave who became one of the greatest Stoic teachers, said, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. It's not about knowing more, it's about doing. When someone insults you, you remember their opinion is outside your control. Your response isn't. When you lose something, money, status, attention, you remember nothing truly yours can be taken from you. Because what's truly yours, your thoughts, your choices, your character, that's where your power lives. Life will test you. The Stoics knew this better than anyone. Seneca lost his wealth. Epictetus lost his freedom. Marcus lost children, friends, and faced wars and plagues. But they didn't break. Why? Because they had trained for life, like a warrior trains for battle. Not with weapons, but with discipline, with reason, with perspective. They didn't waste time blaming fate. They used it. Amor fati. Love your fate. Not because it's easy, but because it's yours. Every difficulty is a forge for strength. Every challenge, an invitation to grow. You lost your job. What can you learn? You were betrayed. How will you respond? You're afraid? Good. Now's your chance to act with courage. That's the Stoic way. Now let's bring it closer to home. How do you actually live this? Start with the morning. Before the world gets loud, pause. Ask, what will I face today? Traffic, delays, criticism, temptation. Expect it, prepare for it. Marcus did this every morning. So can you. Next, choose how you will respond. Not how you feel like responding, but how your best self would. When anger rises, breathe. When fear whispers, move anyway. When jealousy appears, remind yourself, comparison is a trap. Carry a phrase with you, a Stoic mantra, something simple. Memento Mori. Remember, you will die. Not to be dark, but to wake up, to stop waiting, to live now. Every evening, reflect. What did I do well? Where did I fall short? What can I improve tomorrow? This practice, simple, consistent, changes you from the inside out. You don't need a new job, or more likes, or someone to fix you. You need only one thing, the willingness to take responsibility for your own mind. And as you do, you'll notice something shift. You'll stop reacting to everything. You'll stop needing to control others. You'll start focusing only on what matters. Your choices, your effort, your virtue. The Stoic isn't some cold, untouchable statue. He feels deeply but doesn't let feelings own him. He stumbles, but gets back up. She faces life, not with a forced smile but with calm strength, with resolve. There's power in that. Quiet, steady, rare power. Look around. The world is full of noise. People trying to be louder, flashier, richer. But Stoicism isn't about being louder. It's about being still. And in that stillness, you become unstoppable. So today, choose wisdom over impulse, courage over comfort, justice over convenience, temperance over indulgence. Not because it's easy, because it's right, because it's who you are becoming. And remember, no one can take your peace unless you give it to them. No one can steal your clarity unless you lose it yourself. The Stoics gave us the blueprint, not just for surviving, but for thriving, with character, with depth, with purpose. So, now the question isn't, does Stoicism work? The question is, will you work?